Hello there, welcome to Spirit in You. My name is Debbie and welcome Taurus to your April 2019 reading. Thank you for being here. It's great to see you. I'm just using my Wild Unknown deck. Taurus, just as I was thinking about you before I decided I would sit down and start this reading. Oh, one card has just fallen out. We'll have that in just a second. I was thinking about it being a little bit of a shake-up this month for you, for April. Oh, don't be alarmed by that, but it feels like almost, another card's just come out, I'll show you them in a minute. So like an evolutionary shake-up. It's like you're going to make some changes this month. I think everybody's going to be making some changes, but I think particularly for you, Taurus, you're going to be changing what you do sort of spiritually. You might be learning something spiritually, you might be taking meditation, you're going to be doing something different is kind of what was coming to me before I decided I'd start this reading, just really as I was thinking about you, just thinking about your energy. So when I say shake up, I think everybody's going to, I think there's something going on in April anyway, but for you I think it's very much around your spirituality, and I'm getting the sense of meditation being needed this month to keep your energy levels going and to keep you grounded and for you to not get worried about anything. You know, if something does come in that affects you, I think meditation, you know, sort of breathing in the positive, releasing the negative, you know, bringing in the joy, letting go of any sort of disasters, that kind of thing. It just felt like that. So I think meditation might be something that you may well think is a good idea, and it will ground you beautifully, keep you kind of in your body. Just what was coming through. So two cards have come through so far, and it is the Three of Swords and the Devil. So I'm going to just carry on shuffling and then just pull them out. So that's what I was kind of thinking about. That's what was going through my mind. So I hope that you're okay. And we're in April. Goodness me, so fast. Right, two I've got out already, and I'm going to take 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'm going to do it like that. I haven't got my angel cards ready, so I better get those, hadn't I? To get my angel cards ready as well. So we'll be having an angel card at the end. So just getting them out now. And actually let's give those a shuffle so we'll see what there is. Okay. I'm hoping that the lighting is better this time round. I don't know if it affected you last time, but my bulb went and it just caused me so much trouble. So I'm just going to take one off the top now. Ah, lovely. Let me place that down. You've got Heaven is watching over you. Oh, isn't that lovely? It does feel very spiritual, I have to say. It definitely feels like that for you this month. Now I'm just going to get these cards here that I've just taken out, and the first two that came, let's go with the first one. I'm not as organised as I should be, am I? So Three of Swords. Okay, now you know I said about a shake up. Don't worry about it. Three of Swords. When the Three of Swords comes through, it could be that for some of you that there's a conversation that needs to be had with somebody, or even a third party, as I'm feeling it. And I just want you to be mindful of how powerful your words are, okay? So words have real meaning, don't they? Words can have real kind of gravitas behind them. So be mindful of your words, and hopefully anybody that's around you will be mindful of their words to you as well. That's what I'm feeling, okay? So the other part of this card is, don't feel trapped when you're not trapped. Don't feel that you're in a situation where you just can't express yourself and you feel all tangled up and you feel all hurt and you know, all unsure of yourself. I don't want you to feel like that. I want you to go into yourself, into those inner resources, and pull out what you need. Pull out the words, the conversation, and pull out the fire in you. You know, pull it out so that you can deal with anything that comes your way. Communication is a strong one with this card, then, and as I say, words are powerful, and so are your thoughts. So think about what you need to say, and deliver it in such a way that it's got meaning behind it and power behind it, but it's not in a dogmatic way. It's not too forceful, okay? So just bear that in mind as you start the beginning of the month. Now the second card that came through was the Devil here. Now, this card can represent Capricorn, actually. So sort of that December, January time. Could be somebody, there could be an earth sign around you. Now, you're an earth sign, so that would, you know, that would be something that you'd relate to anyway. You'd relate to a Capricorn. But the other aspect of it, because it could be an energy of somebody coming in, or literally a person of that sort of time, what am I trying to say? They're born at that time of the year, and they're around you at work as I'm getting it. But I want you to remember again, I don't want you to feel stuck. I don't want you to feel stuck in anything that's karmic. Coming back to the 3 here about not feeling stuck. Don't feel stuck in anything karmic, any old ways, any old behaviours, anything that was habitual, because I'm feeling this month that there's some sort of shake-up that's going to go on, and it feels very spiritual. So this sort of meditation, breathing, changing your diet, changing your routine, taking on some sort of philosophy, new ideas, new training, something different is going to happen. And it's going to, this card would say to you, that's in a way very good, because it takes you away from being stuck in anything, in a situation, in a relationship, whatever it might be. You're going to unstuck yourself, okay? And then you'll be able to feel much freer. And I get this sense of you wanting to be free and go outside and express yourself and feel light-footed, you know, like you've got a spring in your step again. I don't want you to feel pulled down. And this card would say, don't get stuck in any old ways, move through things, and make those changes that you need to make that make you feel better and to bring you some joy. That's the first week. And then we've got these here, so as they come out, there you are. Ta-da! And they came out this way, so that's the way we're going to do it. Okay, so 6 of Cups is your next one. Okay, so now this refers to, as I'm feeling it for you, Taurus, in your day-to-day routine and the emotions of your life and the stuff that you get excited about, the things that are important to you, you're going to be giving and receiving information and love and your feelings. And it could be that there's a family tree aspect going. Some of you, you know, this philosophy studying that I talked about, some of you might be looking into the ancestral side of things, into the family tree, and just be intrigued by that. So that will be for some of you. This could also mean, as I'm getting it, that on the surface you may project to everybody that you're fine, but underneath you're not feeling so great, which is where this one came in. And also the way that I was getting it before I switched on the camera, really. So I don't want you to feel that, you know, you're showing the world that you're okay, but underneath you're paddling, you know, you're flapping, you're worried about stuff, you're getting yourself tangled up. This is important that you don't. So there's a form now of you needing to express yourself from you, from your heart, from your spirituality. So you're going to need to talk to the people you need to talk to about whatever that is. You're going to need to put yourself forward, put your words forward, your heart forward, your feelings forward in a way that's very clear but level. You've got to take the emotion out of it, and you've just got to talk in a concise, succinct way. Again, because those words will be powerful, and you need to keep yourself grounded while you're doing that. So there'll be a giving and receiving. This is also, for some of you, will be people coming into your life again. There'll be people that maybe you haven't seen for a while, relatives. I'm getting a strong pull with relatives, family tree, ancestral stuff. So for some of you, this will be a real theme. It really will be. And then for others, it will be that your family are coming round and that you're integrating and you're spending time with people that you enjoy spending time with. So it'll be the giving and the receiving of information, of fun, and it's quite important that there's a fun element with this, that you keep yourself light. So that's that was the first week, that part of the second week. And then we get the Emperor. So this could well be, in terms of its archetype, could be the sign of Aries. Okay, so that would be a fire sign, and it could be that there's somebody around you that is an Aries, so you just bear that in mind, or it could be, again, you. And I'm being drawn to the family tree again, it's really pulling me. But this is you being able to see for miles, as it were. I kind of hear that sort of sixth sense is what I'm being given. So you're going to know things, you're going to know how to deal with the situation. It's also you leading from the front. It's you being very comfortable in your own space, in you. So you're going to be able to dig deep and pull on those reserves that you've got. And in any given situation, whatever crops up, you'll be quite firm, as in, I can handle this, I can see for miles, I do have the answers, and I do feel as if I am awake and I'm listening and I'm concentrating. There's a lot going on with your breath, so I want you to be mindful of your breath. And it wouldn't be a bad idea to get outside in nature and get amongst the trees. That kind of whole, you know, we breathe in the air of our ancestors, don't we? And trees provide the oxygen. So I think trees will be a thing for you because they've come through twice, and I'm feeling that. So you're going to be in control, and there's going to be a measure of you controlling that. So that's lovely. Second week. And then we're approaching the third week, we have the 9 of Swords. So this will be communication again, and also it's the conscious stuff. It's the thoughts, the process, it's what we do. But where I'm going as well with this one is the sleep aspect, because I think in the Rider-Waite tarot deck there's somebody that, you know, suffering terribly from insomnia. So it could be that when stuff gets on your mind and stays in your mind and you mull it over, you take it to bed with you, and you need to not do that. This is where this breathing is going to be coming in, this meditation, this rest where you need to rest. Don't take your problems to bed. I think that in terms of what you will do, which you'll do very well, because I've got this sort of sixth sense and seeing for Mars, I think you will go on an exploration of your thoughts, and you'll have the answers that you need, and you'll communicate them really well. Now, whether this is in a relationship or whether it's in the workplace, you will communicate your ideas very well. You have an eye for detail, and you've got a sharp eye as well. Remember about your words again. Don't use a sharp tongue. Approach it from a level base, okay? From a sort of from your centre. Come out of your head. Know that you've got the thoughts and you know what you're talking about, but then produce it sort of from your heart so that it comes over in such a way, whoever this is or whatever this is that you need to express. And of course, be mindful of the rest that's needed and the pleasure factor that you need. So if you don't get enough rest, you're not going to be feeling great. So it would kind of draw you to that and just ask you to be mindful. So going into the third week. And then you've got the 6 of Swords. So you've got 2 6s now. And I know that the way that I'm feeling with you is that I'm getting an otherworldly feel. So it's back to this spirituality again. I think you're going to be looking for lots of answers, and you're going to be making some changes this month. So this sort of shake-up will shake things up the way that you want them. So you will not be out of control. You will be, if you have a wobble, you will sort it because you've got enough sense to do that. You're not going to allow something to get on top of you. You're too grounded for that, and you're too straight, and you have a way of doing things. And plus you like to have a little bit of fun, so you don't want to be in the doldrums, you want to be lifted. Look at that horizon there. So the horizon is bright for you. You've got the lovely colours of the rainbow, and again, your energy coming through. So this is nice. So again, this is going to be the giving and receiving. This is chatting to somebody. This is conversing, putting your point across, listening to their point of view, because I feel that you need to. It's important that this giving and receiving is about giving your point of view and receiving theirs, okay? So you need to do that. You need to just hear somebody else, and they need to hear you as well, because you've got something to say. You can open up a conversation and you can make something happen. Again, whether that's at work, your day-to-day routine, you know, what you do, or whether it's in a relationship, you can make this work, and you can share information and blend ideas together. That's what I'm getting. So that's 1 to third week. And we go into your fourth week, you get the Son of Cups here. This is feeling like for you, Cups, so that means emotions. But what I'm feeling with this particular card is your imagination. I'm getting that you really want to expand that, you know, when I said at the beginning of the video that I was feeling this sort of philosophizing, this spirituality, this growth, you know, you doing something, studying something, investigating something, opening up your ideas, shaking things up, making some changes, which whichever way that works for you, wherever you are at this particular moment in time, what is actually going on in your life. But I just feel as if you're going to find a direction. Yes, it feels spiritual, but it also feels very artistic. It feels creative, and it feels imaginative, and it also feels inspired. So for some of you, you're really going to be using all of that cleverness that you've got, that intellect, that entrepreneurial aspect of you, to move things forward. It feels very directional. And it's like you getting to the point, getting to the heart of the matter, talking about what's important to you. But you're going to be doing this in a way that's gentle. Again, I just feel we must find the level, okay? And also, you may well find that when you're in conversations with people, whichever way that works for you, that there's a depth to it. And you find that intriguing, because you don't want any of this wishy-washy on the surface stuff. You want to go deeper. You want to know that this person is real and this situation is real. Otherwise, you won't be entering into it. You're going to put your heart and soul into something, but it's about, it's got to feather your nest, as it were. There has to be something for you. There has to be some gratification for the effort that you're going to make. So I feel a strong sense of imagination, inspiration and intellect being used here, and an eye for detail very strongly with that. Kind of the fourth week. And then you get the Mother of Wands here, which sort of takes you towards the end of the month. And the Mother of Wands, fire, fire, fire. So I'm getting the feeling of a Sagittarian with this. It doesn't matter about the mother aspect, it does mean the queen, but of course that's gender neutral. So this, again, that feathering your nest, I'm feeling that sort of protecting what's yours. And there's a very strong entrepreneurial side to this. There's an energy that you've got this month that you're going to be using to make things happen, to birth ideas, to hatch ideas, to know what you need to do. And you will be communicating that and manifesting things coming your way. And that's a wand there, so that always refers to the drive, ambition, determination, the entrepreneurial side of you, the way you want things, what you expect. That sort of getting up in the morning and starting your day with, right, I start my day and this is what I expect from it. This is what I know will happen, and so therefore this is what I'm moving with. It's you making a mark on what you do. And there's a real sense of you understanding that. So communication with other people will be strong this month. Your words will be strong this month. They need to be level, they need to be energetic, but they need to be delivered in a way that's calm, that's on a sort of deeper level, so that you're sort of touching someone's soul, really, because of the spirituality, so that you can get the best out of them, and you can be the best version of you as well. Because if you're talking with somebody who you feel is sincere and is worth the investment, and it could be an investment literally for some of you, then you're going to be very engaged with that, and you're going to want to seal the deal and secure this. Now, it feels work related because of the wands. It feels goal related. It feels passion related as well. And there is an element of this as well, that it could be a relationship, even though it does. The ones will talk about passions, but you can take passions both ways, can't you? So whatever you do, you'll be passionate about it, and you'll expect sincerity. You'll expect it to be clear and to be right. So a lot of imagination is going to be going on here, a lot of fire. So it could be a Sagittarian coming in, probably just your own energy and the way that you want to move things forward, the way that you feel it. And there's a mother element in this as well. So it could be that you using that nurturing side of you, that the mother. Also, I'm getting the moon as well. So for some of you, you may well be studying the moon and enjoying the moon cycles. It could be that some of you are really into that, because I'm being pulled over here, and I can sense the moon when I'm feeling that. So the month is very spiritual. Let's get your card here that you had. That was it's heaven. Heaven is watching over you. And I did feel this. I did say to you at the beginning, didn't I, that I've got this feeling of a spiritual shake-up, of movement with you, of you wanting to come into your body and making some changes that feel very spiritually driven. You know, meditation is going to be something that will help you this month if you feel that you waver a little bit, if things sort of build up and you know that sort of sense of, I said you might show people on the surface that, oh, you're fine, but underneath you might feel that, oh God, I don't feel so great. So I think meditation would be very good for you, that sort of breathing and releasing, that sort of surrendering yourself and opening yourself up to this oneness, this universe, the protection of being watched and looked after, because this is, heaven is watching over you, is just beautiful. And I get that you're going to get this guidance through the day, you know, your day-to-day stuff. It'll be, you'll feel protected. And also I think you're going to be, because I'm getting this strong sense of inspiration and imagination, I think you'll be investigating and inquiring and interested in the spiritual realm a little bit more than you have been. Some of you are very connected to the moon for sure, and some of you just understand it. But for those that have only touched on it and I'm not so sure, you know, I tend to keep my feet on the ground here, it all seems a bit woo-woo. I think you'll find that you'll want to know more, because you're going to get pulled that way. And there's an artistic side of you that probably wants to come out. So this shake-up could be that you change direction in some way, but it's for the better. It's an evolutionary shake-up. So it's part of the reason for you being here. It's part of your journey. So welcome it. Don't be afraid of change. You can direct your own course. You don't have to be taken somewhere. You drive somewhere, okay? So be the driver, not the passenger, and create the environment that you want. So what is this journey that you want? What is it that you want to do? Meditate on that. Meditate on it, and then I do feel that there'll be a form of manifestation. So you can make something happen by putting it out there. You know, that law of attraction. So you don't have to, I mean, even something simple, some people just do these affirmations, don't they? And they repeat certain sort of mantras and you know, positive thoughts and all of that, and they're great. And I think that might be something that you might just look into along with this meditation. So remember, this is only a general reading, so it's always a matter of personal interpretation. So you will take it as you will. You have enough intellect to work that out. The month feels very nice as far as I can feel these cards and what I'm sensing for you. I think whatever this shake-up is, whatever this movement is, it's by design. So it will be absolutely fine for you. And again, you can determine which way you want this to go. So I hope it's a wonderful month for you, Taurus. Thank you for watching. If you have enjoyed watching this video, perhaps you would give me the thumbs up, and perhaps you would subscribe if you haven't done already. You can always go over to my Facebook page, Spirit in You, where you'll see the posts I put up each day, and also my Instagram. And if you need anything, then please do get in touch with me. But in the meantime, I hope it's a glorious month for you. Make the best of it. Thank you for watching, and I will see you soon, Taurus. Bye bye.